Well, good morning to all. It is 11:02, so I want to get our program underway. I am Chris Jadek, Director of Communications for TBARTA. I want to welcome you all to TBARTA and Commute Tampa Bay's recognition of our best workplaces for commuters. As you saw on the slide previously, we've got a pretty packed agenda, so I'm not going to take very long here. I want to kick things off by going to FDOT District Secretary David Guin, who's joined us today and going to offer a few comments, and we'll get things going. Secretary, the baton is yours.
All right, good morning, and thanks for having us. First, I'd like to congratulate all of our partners for achieving the recognition for Best Workplace for Commuters. The department recognizes that commuters are a vital component of our transportation system. They're an important customer to us, and we strive to make the daily commute easier by providing a variety of transportation options. On top of making highway improvements, which FDOT's probably most well known for, we also provide financial and technical support to many other modes of transportation. We have many programs that support transit, van pool, emergency ride home program, and other multimodal options. The department would also like to thank all of you for providing mobility options to your employees and enhancing our transportation system and the environment. Many of you may have heard that the department has adopted a Vital Few program, which really is identifying what are the really vital items that we should focus on in order to improve transportation, not just in the highway mode, but in all modes. And two of those really main areas are safety and mobility, which tie directly into this type of a topic. You may have heard that the legislature this year has provided an additional $2 billion to the State Transportation Trust Fund, on top of what we had already planned for in our program. The department is currently really looking hard at how we can utilize this money, not just for big transportation programs, which are still needed, like the West Shore Interchange and other big projects, but how can we also use that money to help in other modes? How can we help in the transit mode? How can we help in bicycle and pedestrian modes? How can we improve safety to make sure that people who are using other modes are safe when they're operating within our rights of way? We're also going to work very closely with not just our state roads, but with our partners at the cities and counties and other transportation agencies to see how we can best leverage the funding that's available to us to be able to improve in all of these areas. So I do think you'll find that over the next year, a lot of exciting things will happen. We'll continue to look for opportunities to partner on transit projects. And again, I would just like to say thank you very much to everybody that's earned these awards. It means that you're really taking commuting seriously and looking out for your employees. And we're glad to be a partner. And thank you. I guess I'll turn it back over to you.
All right, Secretary Guin, thank you very much. And we do appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule this morning for passing along those comments. So thank you. I'm now going to turn it over to Julie Bond. Julie Bond, as I'm sure many of you know, is Senior Research Associate with the Center for Urban Transportation Research, Cutter, at the University of South Florida. She has served as the Program Director for Best Workplaces for Commuters since 2007, when Cutter took over management from the Environmental Protection Agency. Alongside Phil Winters, Cutter's TDM Director, and Christine Epps, BWC Program Support Specialist, the team continues to grow the program, offering national recognition and high-level member benefits for employers, universities, and sites. With that, Julie, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Chris. That was a great introduction, and I'm very excited to be here today with all of you to talk about our Best Workplaces for Commuters program, and most importantly, to recognize our 2021 members in the Tampa Bay area. We announced our list, our 2021 BWC list, during January, and this year we had more than 450 US workplaces named. That was a record year for us. And the list included our best workplaces, which are employers, our best universities for commuters, and also our best sites for commuters. So our Tampa Bay members are joining a national list with many impressive employers, large and small, from these three different sectors. So I wanted to congratulate everyone. I know we're going to hear from some of our members on this list today. We'll see some presentations and hear a little more in depth on what they're offering and how they met this standard of excellence that they have to meet to become a best workplaces for commuters. But as you can see by this list, we have diversity, we have universities, we have private sector and public sector. And so I just want to congratulate everyone that is on this list. And it's going to be exciting to hear from those members in just a minute. I also want to thank our local partners, because without them, we could not do this. The employers and universities that are here have worked with our partners from the New North Transportation Alliance, the St. Petersburg Downtown Partnership, of course, TBARTA, who is hosting this, Tampa Downtown Partnership, the Tampa Innovation Alliance in Uptown Tampa, and you'll also hear from the West Shore Alliance today. So thank you to those partners. The employers are working with them across the FDOT District 7 region to become best workplaces for commuters. And with all of your help this year, the top ranking state with the most best workplaces for commuters members is Florida. So if I had the applause button, I would hit that right now. Florida moved up into the top spot, and we could not have done that without all of your help. So you can see here is a list. I just wanted to show you the other states and how you rank. BWC has members in 25 states in the United States, and we're trying to increase that each year. Florida ranked #1. They moved up ahead of California, who has double our population, so that was great. Tennessee follows, Virginia, Washington, Texas, North Carolina, Utah, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania are our top 10 states. But the other 15 states are working diligently to add more best workplaces. And I think next year, again, will be just a banner year for us. So BWCs, if you look at how many employees there are in this program, we estimate it's over 4 million nationally that work for a best workplaces for commuters. And the breakdown is we do have more workplaces, 419. We have 41 universities. You'll hear from University of South Florida today, but those universities include Yale and Harvard, and then also some of the smaller universities too that are just as important are on that list. And we do have St. Pete College on the list locally. And then there are 28 sites, which can be mall sites or employment sites that have multiple employers on that list. So there are 28 of those. And then just to take a quick look at the primary benefits offered, we did have many employers who utilize the telework option as their primary benefit. Of course, we were going through the pandemic last year, and that was changing how we worked and how we commuted. But you can see telework is the top primary benefit at 70%. It always remained high, but this year, of course, with the pandemic, it did increase. Also, transit passes right up there, though. Our employers are still offering transit passes and still encouraging that transit ride. And then the others that they offer are van pool discounts, a pre-tax option. Many of the universities and they have employee shuttles, compressed work week, bicycle commuting, carpool subsidies, parking cash out, and then some of them had some other benefits that they listed that we included. So you can kind of see the top benefits that these members are offering. And then we also require 3 secondary benefits. So all of you out there who've completed the application know you had to check off your primary benefits, and secure bicycle parking is always up there at the top because I think everyone tries to offer that. That was at 71%, an easier one to offer. So, but we appreciate that. Cyclists appreciate having that parking. Just a couple to name at the top: on-site showers and lockers, which are very important for those active commutes. They're promoting healthy initiatives, which is really great. And then something we, TBARTA offers here is ride matching assistance, flexible work hours, and then they do establish an employee transportation coordinator. So those are some of the top services our members are offering. Now, I just want to remind you, your membership has benefits. So we want all of you to take advantage of this. Best Workplaces for Commuters, again, is managed, as Chris gave in the intro, at the Center for Urban Transportation Research. You have us locally here in Florida, so we're here to help you. We want you to take advantage of those benefits. We put out a national press release. You have exclusive use of the branding that you can see in this presentation. One is behind me on this background. You get one free seat in our telework certificate program. You can see the little badge up at the top of this slide, and we hope that you take advantage of that. You also have a free seat in our commuter choice certificate program. That takes, you have to go through that. It's completely online, but you're going to get that certificate and some really great classes. So I hope you look into that. Opportunities to be featured in Spotlight webinars. Just shoot me an email if you have something you would like highlighted. You also get a frame member certificate, one-on-one consultations, and many other benefits. So this program is in part sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation, and we are able to offer this free to our Florida members. You also have free access to webinars. I mentioned if you have something interesting to showcase, please let me know. Tampa General Hospital is featured in one of these webinars, and you can go back and listen to it and hear what they had to say, along with others such as Keep Austin Moving, On the Road to Learning, the new commute employers leading the way. So a lot of great topics and education for you to take advantage of. We're here to help you make your program successful, and we have many education resources. And then I found these photos from before the pandemic. And I want to say, as we go back to work and we can do these things again, I'm here locally to come out to you and to do a ceremony with your receiving your recognition. You can see from some of these photos, the president of USF is accepting the frame certificate in the bottom left. You can see the secretary again with me at DOT, and then the top right one was at the Tampa Downtown Partnership. We were awarding many of their members there. So keep that in mind. If you would like to do a special ceremony, we are here to do that with you. And that ends my presentation for today. I just want to say congratulations again to everyone. We're looking at growing this program, and you can submit an application any time of the year that you would like. We open it June 1st for our national members, but Florida can submit an application any time of the year as a university, employer, or best site. So thank you very much for your time. I look forward to watching the rest of the presentation, and if you have any questions, please email me or call me anytime.
Thank you, Julie. My name is Ken Bowden, and I'm the manager of commuter services at TBARTA. It's been my pleasure to communicate with most of you prior to this event. And I wanted to thank those of you who could spend time with us this morning and who chose to share some of the excellent benefits that you're providing your employees. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Julie Bond, Christine Epps, and Phil Winters with Best Workplaces for Commuters for all their help and assistance with this event. Before continuing, I want to ask everybody to please turn on their webcams. We're going to take a community screenshot and just let everybody know that we had excellent attendance today. So if you don't mind, I'll take a moment just to have everybody turn on their cameras. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and take the snapshot. Thank you for doing this. All right, got it. Now I'm going to share my screen. Oops. And I'm frozen.
Ken, I've got your presentation up here. Do you want me to try here?
Yeah, here I seem to be back online.
I think you're back. Yeah, why don't you give it a try, see if you can get it up. If not, I can go to that slide, but I think you're good.
Okay, excellent. I think we're good. So this has been a challenging year for many of us. The pandemic sent us scrambling for ways to conduct business that were both safe and productive for our employees. Many of us became virtual experts, sorry for the pun, with programs that we had never heard of before, like Zoom, Google Hangouts, and Microsoft Teams. And we've come to learn that we can be amazingly productive while working from home. Teleconferencing has given us the ability to take a 9 a.m. staff meeting with coworkers and then hop on a Zoom call with colleagues in Pasco County, for instance, and then later at 11 to Zoom with associates in Sarasota. And you can do all of this from your pajama bottoms. I'm not going to prove that I'm not wearing pajama bottoms right now, but I'm in the office and I do have trousers. Teleconferencing software has certainly had an amazing impact on all of us. Though we're pretty good at it now, we're still in the process of perfecting our virtual skills. And talking about perfecting teleconferencing or working from home, I want to encourage all of you to sign up and take BWC's Telework Certificate course if you haven't done so already. And you can go to bestworkplaces.org. It's easy to search for Telework Certificate. It pops right up, and register online. It's great. Our essential workers in healthcare, manufacturing, distribution, and the service industry have continued the daily work commute. The pandemic has forced some back into their cars for safety concerns, but others have used this time to explore transportation options such as biking, walking, or even running to work. For those who are transit dependent, we've seen a wonderful and heartening response from local transit agencies. PSTA waived fares for their service, and both PSTA and HART have instituted practices to encourage social distancing. Our van pool partner, Commute with Enterprise, also a 2021 Best Workplaces for Commuters recipient, worked with employers and FDOT to reduce van pool occupancy, thus increasing social distancing. They also scrambled to create and distribute clean van kits to protect van pool passengers. So kudos to HART, PSTA, and Commute with Enterprise for working on ways to keep our essential workers safe. And thank you to all of you who worked on making transportation safer for your employees. You truly stand out from your peers, and you remind us that providing top-notch transportation benefits can be shared equitably among all workers. Well, without further delay, let me introduce 6 employers who have received 2021's Best Workplaces for Commuters designation. Speaking on behalf of their organizations, we have Bill Ball from Tyndall Oliver, Megan Paterni from Plan Hillsborough, Marie Bowen from the University of South Florida, Kyle Simpson and Tom Whalen from the city of St. Petersburg, Stephanie Jackson and Tony Venezia from Tampa General Hospital, and the father-daughter team from West Shore Alliance, Michael and Kate Marino. To all of the presenters, please remind me to change slides as you talk about your organization. And again, thank you for all your effort putting your materials together today for our presentation. So first up is Bill Ball from Tyndall Oliver. Thank you, Bill, for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Ken. Good morning, everyone. This is Bill Ball with Tyndall Oliver. Really excited to be here and really representing Tyndall Oliver because we're very proud to have been designated as a best workplace for commuters since 2008, every year since 2008. So we're very committed to that. As a consulting firm that emphasizes transportation alternatives, we feel like we need to practice what we preach. So we support our employees in their commutes to work with different alternatives, and we support our employees and throughout the day with alternatives as well. Next slide, please. So you'll see a bunch of things on this slide that we do for our employees. Most importantly, though, is I'll acknowledge Andrea Savaggio, who's also on the line today. She's responsible and really spearheads our efforts to make this fun for our employees. We have a lot of competitions. We try to monitor the progress of reducing traffic on the roads. You can see pictures here of various employees riding the bus, using the bike share, carpooling, working from home, and even Demian Miller. Some of you know Demian Miller canoeing to work on the Hillsborough River. So that is a good sign that people are enjoying the alternatives that we're supporting in the company. So that's really what I wanted to share today. The bottom line is we love. I did want to mention one more thing, is that before COVID, we had a limited telework program, 1 day a week for those that chose to work that out with their supervisors. And I will say that it's worked beautifully over the past year and a half. So we will be going forward with a much more significant telework program. And in fact, we intend to start this in July, where employees will be back in the office just a minimum of 2 days a week. So most of us will continue to telework on a regular basis in all of our offices. So I'm proud of that. And I was skeptical before, but now I'm a believer. So there you go. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you, Bill. Next up, we have Megan Paterni from Plan Hillsborough. Megan, are you there?
Hi, how are you today?
Excellent.
I don't know why my video isn't showing. I'm assuming you can't see me?
No, but that's okay. We can hear you well.
Okay, great. So here at Plan Hillsborough, I just want to thank everyone for this. Our location in downtown really allows for us to be a best workplace for commuters. We have scooters, bike lanes, and bus stops right outside our building. We also subsidize bus passes and have places for our bicycles to be stored. As with many others, the pandemic made us take a closer look at our telecommuting policies. We used to just do 1 day a week and of remote work, and now we will be moving to 3 days of remote work once we resume in July. Also, being a transportation industry, or being a transportation think tank, it's we not only preach about it, but we really live it and we support it. So thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today, Megan. Next up, we have Marie Bowen from the University of South Florida. Marie, are you there?
I am here. Thank you so much, Ken. Now I'm going to feel a little bit bad because the presentations before me were so to the point, but there's so much to say about USF. First of all, thank you so much for honoring and definitely for nominating and USF. I'm so proud to be a part of this university. I'm the assistant director with a focus on the transportation side of our business. I work for the Division of Parking and Transportation Services at an amazing university. I'm so pleased to announce, much like with Ken, that we've been a part of this program since 2008. And not only are we one of the best workplace for commuters, we're now the best university for commuters. So I'll talk a little bit about USF overall. You guys know we're now part of 3 different campuses, and most of what I'll talk about is the work that we do on the Tampa campus. The information I share with you is not only being shared here, it is also what our roadshow, what we take out to the students. We talk with the parents about the same information, and definitely with the staff and faculty. We brag over 42,000 students and 14,000 employees. Our programs include undergraduate, graduates, specialists, and professional degrees across 13 colleges. We're the fastest rising university in America. And this is, of course, not according to us, even though we agree, it's according to USF News and World Report. As an urban research university, we're committed not only to academic excellence, but also to support upward economic mobility and regional economic development. And we try to encourage students across any success, regardless of their background. And part of that is by making sure that we provide transportation option. Like everybody has mentioned, this year the pandemic has forced us to do different things in different creative ways. And one of those ways for educational areas is to make sure that we can offer online opportunities. While all that was happening, our essential workers, as well as students who lived on campus, we all went into this phase 2 partial opening. And what we made sure that we were able to do was provide on campus transportation option through our Bull Runner transit system. Our transit system continued to run not only on, but we also provided opportunities around campus. We went north to many of the apartment complexes. We went east of campus, connecting not only to the mall area, but also to the University Area Transit Center, where we connected directly with HART. Prior to the pandemic, about 5,400 students lived on campus. This eliminated the need for students to have to commute with their own vehicle on campus and hopefully offered them the opportunity to transfer between buildings and local areas using our Bull Runner system. We do not offer free parking to student and faculty, but what we would do is offer some reduced rates. So let me go through each of the different options that were available. One is bicycle. So bicycles are offered, they can either have their own bike or they can do Hopper, which offers a bike share program, as you're aware. And they can leave these bikes throughout the campus, and everywhere there were secure bike rack systems. On each of our transit bus, there's also a bike rack system that's available, so I can bike a little bit, hop on the bus, and then bike the rest of the way. Our Bull Runner system ran as long as the university was open. Our Bull Runner system ran. When the university was not open, HART was available, and we were pleased to announce that HART has decided to come back on campus. So if someone's not available to go around on our system, they can hop on the HART system. In addition to that, we also allowed for students to use the UPass program, where they can ride our HART program for free, the HART buses for free, and faculty and staff can ride at a reduced rate. We were so pleased that March of this year, we engaged our first zero emission electric bus, and that bus is fully integrated into our system. And now it's supporting one of our largest routes. Some of the other things that we offer is reduced parking in some, we call it our park and ride lot, but in my mind, it is close by because you can easily go to this remote lot, and I do that in air quotes, and then connect with our Bull Runner system. For anyone who chooses to carpool or van pool, we offer preferred parking spaces as well as a reduced parking rate for that initiative. I'll wrap up by saying that I was so pleased to find out that anyone who does not have a car continue to car share. We offer for students or staff and faculty to be able to do a car share or car rental program right on the campus, and we try to put those areas within the vicinity of student housing. Again, students who would like to go out of town, our Red Coach, which is our intercity bus service, not ours, but we partner with them, where a student can go to cities within our state and they can do it at a reduced rate, so they do not, again, have to leave the campus to go there. HART did a great program where they can connect directly from our bus to the HART bus system and get to Tampa International Airport at no cost to the student. We're so pleased to be a part of the new North Tampa Transportation Alliance. This program allows us to learn so much about all the different initiatives that's happening inside of our Tampa Bay area. In addition to all of this, we encourage every single student, faculty, and staff alike to join the Emergency Ride Home program. And this allows them where if they are commuting via one of these methods and they need to go home, they can get home safely without any additional cost to them. Before this program, I was so happy to announce that our president has endorsed the remote program, where if someone chooses to continue to telemarket after the world goes back to normal, and I do that in air quotes again, because you know there will be no normal, there'll be the new normal that will engage, that the university is endorsing some combination of teleworking, some combination of work some days, come into the office others. and we'll be working earnestly to continue to support those programs. Our goal is not only to talk about this during COVID, is that post-COVID will continue to endorse these options. So USF will continue to maintain its space, not only as best workplace for commuters, but also as best university. Thank you so much for my time.
Thank you, Marie. That was great. Lots of options offered out there. That's wonderful and very inspiring. And next up, we have Kyle Simpson and Tom Whalen from the city of St. Petersburg.
Hey, good morning. Thanks. This is Kyle. So we wanted to just highlight some of the programs that the city ourselves initiate. So actually since 2014, we've partnered with PSTA, the transit system in Pinellas County, to offer universal access to all city employees at no cost. So they're able to just show their city ID and ride of any fixed route for no fee. And that actually predates our best workplaces for commuters designation by a couple of years. So we've been doing that for quite a while. The city has employees spread all throughout the city at libraries, recreation centers, things like that. So it's an interesting, we have a lot of different trip needs, but we do have a couple large employment centers within the downtown core, specifically our municipal service center at the corner of Central Avenue and 4th Street for people familiar with St. Petersburg. And at that location, we do have secure bicycle parking for people. And then at some of our other newer buildings, like the new police station, there are also shower facilities for people that can take advantage of those. So on the telecommute side, kind of similar to a few people before us, we had an existing program from like 2000 or something like that, that offered, it was either 1 day a week or 1 day per pay period, which is every 2 weeks. So it was somewhat limited, but that was revised last summer to allow and it took away that time restriction. So the limit of 1 day, and it'll be up to kind of individual departments, how staffing works. So there's more flexibility moving forward with telecommuting. The picture here is actually a mural of EV charging stations at a city-owned garage next to the Mahaffey Theater. And we have EV stations in most of our parking garages in downtown now, as well as some on street. And we do have options for van, pool, and car spaces. You go to the next slide. So as a city government, we have somewhat limited resources for us to implement programs on our own. So we take advantage of the regional partnerships available to us. We participate and encourage participation in the van, pool, and emergency ride home programs that are offered by TBARTA. And then PSTA, our transit agency, they offer kind of how to ride the bus one-on-one training, and had offered and will offer post-COVID restrictions. So if you've never ridden the bus before and aren't familiar with how to board, how do you signal when you want to get off, things like that, they'll have someone, a PSTA staff member, actually ride with you to walk you through it and how to read a bus schedule, things like that. And then our downtown partnership in St. Petersburg actually received grant funding from FDOT as a TDM program to do a car-free St. Pete initiative. So they highlight how you can move around, get to and move around within downtown without needing to use a car for every trip. And so that is about it for St. Petersburg. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kyle. Really appreciate that. Next up, we have Stephanie Jackson and Tony Venezia from Tampa General Hospital. Are you online?
Yes, we are. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Thank you, Ken. Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Jackson. I'm Director of Service Line Operations. I'm here with Tony Benizia. He'll be presenting the second half of our presentation to you. First off, thank you for the recognition. Every year we receive this award. We proudly showcase it to our team members, prospective team members, physicians. So thank you for recognizing our transportation program. So next slide, please, Ken. A little background on Tampa General, who we are, what we provide, and what we stand for. TGH is the area's only level 1 trauma center, the region's leading safety net hospital, and we specialize in complex medical care, not only for the community, but for the nation. We are one of the nation's best hospitals, according to US News and World Report. We're very proud of that. We're a nonprofit organization serving an ever-growing community with an ever-growing family of team members. We're a 1,000-bed hospital with 8,300 team members, 1,200 credentialed physicians serving an average daily census for about 850 to 900 patients each day. Lately, we've hit over 1,000 patients, so we are very busy. Our mission, we heal, we teach, we innovate, care for everyone every day. Our vision, TGH will be the safest and most innovative academic health system in America. Next slide, please, Ken. A little about our transportation operations and current initiatives. Tampa General has a very team-centric approach, and a lot of our operations and initiatives have stemmed from putting our team members first. Tampa General offers discounted monthly HART bus passes for our team members. We also have an excellent bike program. We have 2 on-site bike cages, one for visitors and one for team members. They're secured with badge access and cameras. For signing up for the program, our team members get a free U-Lock. We have about 1,000 team members in that program, so we're very proud of that. Because of this, we've attained silver status with the League of American Bicyclists as a bicycle-friendly business. And with that, I will hand it over to Tony.
Sorry, we're playing musical chairs here a little bit. Good morning, everyone. Tony Venezia, Director of Security, Emergency Management, and Transportation for the hospital. And I think to touch on what Stephanie was saying, Tampa General, our culture is to take care of our team members, to be the best workplace, but also be the best commuter workplace as well. As you probably know, we operate a very large garage. In fact, one of the largest in the city. It's got 4,400 spots in it. Out of that, about 3,000 are carved out for our team members, with another 1,800 that we see out with visitors every day. We operate currently 5 off-site lots. Stephanie talked about the number of team members we have. And when you see the size of our garage, obviously we can't accommodate everybody in the current garage that we have now. So we operate those 5 off-site lots. Pre-COVID, we were running about 8 buses to those lots. When we went into COVID, we had to reduce the number of people on the off-site lots. And so now we operate 10 shuttles a day with only 9 people plus the driver on those buses. A little more complex for us. But we are going to begin, and we actually will be opening a new garage in June of 2022. That will break ground on that very soon. That will be a 2,000 spot garage on our corporate center lot. We'll be able to consolidate those lots and park everybody at that new garage. Another thing that we did for the shuttles was we really, to take some of the anxiety away from, because we're really adding a little bit of time for our ridership, because we're parking remotely and we're shuttling for the hospital. Stephanie came up with a great app, and it's called Tampa General Team Member Shuttle app. And so they can actually use their phone, whether it's Google or an iPhone, and they can see where the shuttles are at all times. So they take some of that anxiety away. They can kind of see the shuttles, and it makes it a little bit easier for them. And then we formed our Transportation Innovation Committee. It was really a multidisciplinary team that worked on how we can reduce congestion on the main campus. You know, Tampa General was built in 1927, and it looked much different. It looks much different than it does today. We're a very large campus, and it's very compressed on our campus, and we're not done building yet. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. I'm sorry about that. So as we continue to grow, our need continues to grow for additional parking. So I said before, we're building that new garage over our corporate center, which is actually 606 Kennedy. There's a lot going on with Tampa General right now. Not only are we building this garage, but there's the old Furman parcel, which is on the corner of Kennedy and Willow Avenue. We'll be breaking ground soon. In fact, they broke ground on the new rehab hospital there, but also a freestanding ER that will hopefully take some of the pressure off of the ER at our campus. All of these things is to kind of reduce that carbon footprint on our main campus now. And it also allows us to continue to build acute care beds inside our hospital walls. So that garage will open in 2022 June. And some of the things that we're doing with that garage that we want to continue to support commuters is we're putting in additional bike cages. If you're familiar with the Hyde Park area, they've done a great job of making it bike friendly. It's a little more challenging when you come to the hospital. So what we're doing is building a bike cage there in hopes that our team members can actually bike to the corporate center garage. Then we'll bus them over to the hospital. So it's a little easier for them to get here. It'll also allow on-site parking for the people who actually live in that building there, our finance and our IT team members. And then we also are installing, because we really like the green initiative, we have about 12 car charging stations inside our garage now on both the visitor and the team member side. We're adding new electric car charging spots inside that new garage over there. All of that to help, support our green initiative. But on behalf of Tampa General, Stephanie and myself, we just want to say thank you for the award. Thank you for the recognition. We continue to partner with these groups that are here in hopes that we just make it safer and easier for team members to get here in a way that they feel good about as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Tony and Stephanie, and thank you for all of the great programs that you're running with your employees and with visitors. To close this out, I have a thank you message from Michael Marino and Kate Marino. Michael wasn't able to join us this afternoon, so I'm going to try to queue up a video that he's left behind for me to show, and just hold on for just one moment. I'll see if I can bring this up. Okay. There we go.
Hi, I'm Michael Marino, the Director of Transportation and Planning for the West Shore Alliance. We serve as the voice of Tampa's West Shore District, a transportation management organization, more than 15,000 residents, 100,000 workers. Thank you to the Best Workplaces for Commuters for honoring us again. In addition to our organization being headquartered on 2 transit corridors and a pedestrian-friendly business park, we've always allowed staff to work from home when needed. Obviously, that was the case this year, and will continue going forward. It's important that staff who have children or take care of their adult relatives have the ability to work from home when needed. You like it when I stay at home?
Yeah.
And do you think people should be able to stay at home if they need to and work from home?
Well, if they don't want to work from home, they have to work at their work office.
Oh, so you think eventually we should all go back to work in the office, right?
Well, if kids want to stay at their house, if the parents don't, they can go to a work office. And if the parents go to a work office, have to put their kids in school.
Yes. So eventually we should all go back to the office and we should all go back to school. In the meantime, we should all be able to work from home too.
Well, it's hard to top that. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. And I'm just going to close this out. Eventually, you'll be able to find a recording of this event on bestworkplaces.org and at TBARTA.com. There we go. And I'd like to take a moment just to thank our commuter services account executives, both Terry Bowers and Keisha Lindo. My contact information and Terry and Keisha's contact information are posted here. Please reach out to us with your questions and requests. And remember, if you want to evaluate your current program, we have the survey tools that can help you do that. Or if you want more information about the IRS's pre-tax transportation benefit, we have resources to help you out there too. With that, our presentation will come to an end. Again, thank you for being a part of Tampa Bay's Best Workplaces for Commuters 2021.